We're gonna get into Maggie Ewen's phenomenal bombs from this LA Grand Prix, and we're gonna start right now. So Maggie Ewen threw 20 meters twice. We have Krauser breaking the world record, and then the women's comp was unreal. A combined weekend of the men's and women's shot. I believe the LA Grand Prix is by far the most stacked throws ever for men and women as far as shot put's concerned. And thank you to Joe Frontier for posting this video. Dan McQuaid might have been who videoed this. Dan McQuaid, Joe Frontier, Throw Big, Throw Farther. All of these throwing based resources are absolutely incredible for the growth of the sport. So thank you guys here. Let's check this out. So this is 2045. She has this very, very interesting, sort of like almost like a double pump here. So it's almost like she sets over this left. By the way, this is Danielle Thomas-Dodd here, who went 1977. Okay, broke the Jamaican national record. Another phenomenal throw. So she does, let's go back and look at this. We get Maggie here. She almost has this pump right here, loads and feels that left side. Okay, it comes back, opens that up, almost drops that left shoulder pretty low here. And then drops that left shoulder pretty low, but look at how long she's grounded. Okay, so now the left shoulder is lower. She's still on double support, past 180 here with that left side. Picks up. What I've been looking at lately is I want to see how long these world-class throwers stay bent with that sweep leg. And I want to see here, because even here, Maggie's still bent, right? She gets a good push. And then she lengthens it right about there as it's passing. And this is sort of crazy because it's almost identical to what Krauser's doing with his right leg length. It's like bent, bent, bent. And then as it passes in this zone right here, as it gets past that left foot, it's like that's when it lengthens. And if we watch, long right leg, and then what's she do? She sweeps down, boom. And this position is almost identical to what Krauser is hitting. So I think that we all have to pay attention to this, and even looking at with Maggie's left arm, this position here with that right leg, Krauser's doing this. You know, this is what's great is all these athletes are just phenomenal. And I even mentioned when I did the Krauser analysis, there's no pre-turn in the right. You can see a lot of people used to talk about that quite a bit. And these throwers, you know, Maggie, Ryan, they're not really doing that. They're getting that right down fast, right away. Left foot is almost directly in line with that left knee. And then when that left grounds, okay, I want to say it might be down here. It's either down there or right there, okay? Left shoulder's back. And you know what's crazy is I just thought about this, is that Maggie's throwing the hammer as well. She's hit the world standard in the hammer, and then she's coming out and doing this, throwing 20 meters. Holy cow. And if we even look at the women's side, we've had Jessica Ramsey, Raven Saunders, Maggie Ewen, Chase Ely. They've all thrown 20 multiple times. Crazy. So let's watch this right side rotate. That left comes down, left shoulder's in line back here with that right quad, right knee. We see that nice bent knee position. Let's watch that right knee come through. And so what's interesting here, the right knee is still bent here. And you can see now for Maggie, she tends to extend that left knee maybe a little bit earlier than Krauser, just a hair. Maybe not though, slight bend there. Okay, so maybe she's up maybe a little bit early, but what's interesting here is she's definitely lifting the shoulder more than she did the week prior in Tucson. And I just feel like she's rotating so well here. And I wanted to bring this up too. The concept of the linear left leg was something that I struggled to think about as a coach and how to educate a thrower on that linear left leg. And now I feel like if you have the circle set up and the left leg's here, they're coming around that circle. The left leg is going to be on like a straight line, and it's like it's going to rotate on that straight line, but if you can push off and get it down faster, the faster it is, the more linear it's going to be, and they're going to catch in this position right here. You know, look at how well she's holding that position back over her right quad, and then coming through long left arm, just like Krauser on that finish. knee coming around and just hitting that going forward. And look at the balance and patience that Maggie's got here on this finish. Balance, finish, all the way around, nice and easy. It's being in those balanced positions out of the back, and I think that's where that almost that double pump that she does helps her feel that load get around onto that left side. You know, this is her balance point right here on the left side, long left, long right. Right cuts down. Right cuts down here, she's balanced, balanced, balanced. And the way she holds that balance is staying back over that right as the left leg gets down. Left leg comes down, balanced position over that right side, rotate forward, rotate forward, rotate forward into that left side, and easy, easy save. And so I think that watching her go 20 meters multiple times and just gearing up for this big, long season. Now we've got probably 5 or 6 women that are in the hunt for that world title. How many of these women are going to throw 20 meters this year? And I also want to bring up, the more someone like Maggie, who we've been able to see, we've been able to follow over the last decade essentially, but I know she threw about 53 feet in high school. And I think what's interesting is that now you're starting to see with these world-class women, they've been spinning a lot longer. We're seeing marks now really start to grow and really start to pick up and get closer and closer to that 21-meter line. Whereas before, you know, Val was the one conquering that 21-meter line. Because of people like Chase, because of people like Maggie, who's got absolutely phenomenal technique. Now on the women's side, we're recognizing, like, hey, we can get girls spinning in junior high. What would happen? What's going to happen if we've got girls in 6th, 7th, 8th grade starting to spin and staying in the sport until they're 27, 28, 29, 30 years old? Now we can start to see these numbers that I believe will climb to 21 meters plus, and I think we're going to see Maggie throw 21. I think we're going to see Chase throw 21. I think these are the athletes that we've got to be aware of, what their technique is. It's simple. It's easy to execute. They're not doing anything crazy. They're nice and patient out of the back, but it takes years and years of honing in that technique. So if you guys need help with your throwing, head over to throwsuniversity.com. You can pick up a technical analysis or a training program. Until next time, guys. Peace.